More than a dozen cities from Seattle to St. Paul, Minnesota are considering reparations, payments to help repair past injustice. And this week, Evanston, Illinois made history, becoming the first city in the country to approve reparations for Black residents. In Evanston, a leafy, majority-white college town north of Chicago, Tina Pennick will apply for the first round of reparations.
This is my grandmother, Sadie Harris.
Her grandmother moved here in the 1930s from Georgia. Today, at 47, Pennick just bought her first home. Have housing and discrimination practices from decades ago affected your ability to purchase a home?
I would say for a long time I didn't think that I could own a home.
The city council voted 8-1 to distribute $400,000 to at least 16 people whose families faced housing discrimination here. Each will get $25,000 toward a mortgage or home repairs. It's the first part of a $10 million plan funded by a recreational marijuana tax.
I'm most proud that we've said yes.
City Council member Robin Ruth Simmons led the effort. Can hyper-local efforts like this really make an impact, or do you think it's going to take federal legislation?
So I do believe that our local legislation is not symbolic alone. Well, $25,000 is no small change. It's certainly not enough, but it's life-saving for some families.
Many here want cash as reparations, not funds tied to housing. But Ruth Simmons says this first step accounts for a specific injustice against Black residents. For decades, the U.S. government rated many minority neighborhoods, delineated in red, too risky for mortgage lending, blocking many Black Americans from building wealth through homeownership. Redlining was outlawed in 1968, but its impact remains. Today, nearly 75% of white Americans own their home versus 44% of Black Americans. Professor Alvin Tillery of Northwestern University in Evanston says reparations also address other advantages the government gave to whites.
The New Deal programs excluded Black people. And then we get to the GI Bill, which basically built the white middle class in America. Almost none of it went to Black Americans. And this is why Black communities are exclusively depressed economically.
Reparations have been paid before. In 1988, the government paid Japanese Americans it imprisoned here during World War II $20,000 each. Pennick says Evanston's reparations will help build a legacy.
It will help for families like me to be able to pass something on to their children.